Video.
Hey everybody, we're gonna do some long division. Woo! If you're not getting long division, synthetic is coming up.
Alright, this is Miss Challen, and Kennedy is the backup entertainment because my videos are not cool enough for you guys. Alright, we're going to do some long division here. Back when we did our elementary school math, not that you would do 854,965, but here we go. We're going to divide it by 2. Okay, so now you got to remember here, what can 2 go into 8? How many times? Alright, 2 can go to 8 4 times. So let's go ahead and get a pen. Alright, 4 times. Murray's computer. Alright, 2 times 4, right here, 2 times 4, gives us 8. And, and then we're going to go ahead and subtract that 8. 8 minus 8 is what, Kennedy?
0.
It's 0. 0. It's a 0. Alright, now we're going to bring down the next number, 5. Kennedy, how many times can 2 go into 5?
2 times.
2 times. And 2 times 2 is what, Kennedy?
4.
It's 4. And we're going to subtract 4 from 5. 5 minus 4 is 1. And we're just going to keep doing this. We're going to run out of room, so we got to scroll down. Alright. Bring down the 4. 2 goes into... Oh my gosh. We did not plan for this. 2 goes into 14 how many times? 7.
God number.
Don't bring God into this. This is church and state separation. 7 times 2 is 14. And we subtract, we get 0. We bring down the 9. 2 goes into 9 how many times?
4.
Yes, 4, Kennedy. Yes, 4. Oh my gosh. Okay, 4 times 2 is 8. We're going to bring this over here because we don't have room. 9 minus 8 is 1. We bring down the 6. 2 goes into 16 how many times?
16. 8.
Yes, 2 goes into 16 8 times. Thank you, Kennedy. 2 times 8 is 16. We subtract and we get 0. We bring down the 5. How many times 2 go into 5 again?
4. Wait. 2.
Oh
2 goes into
my.
5.
Oh my gosh.
2 times.
Alright, so we subtract 2 times 2 is 4, we get 1. Now we have 1 left over. 2 does not go into 1, so 1 is our remainder. So we're going to put our remainder 1 over our divisor, which was 2. So our answer was 427,482 and a half. Okay, but we need to apply this to the stuff we're learning in Algebra 2. So we're going to talk right now about some vocabulary, just in case you didn't know it. All right, divisor is the number that we divided by. Dividend is what we are dividing, so it practically be on top of our fraction if you want to think about it like that. Quotient is our answer, and anything left over after our answer is our remainder. So we are going to go ahead and just look at some steps to divide long, or steps to divide long. Wait, steps to long divide polynomials. It's Thursday. It feels like a Friday. AP Talent tomorrow. We don't care about none of this. Just kidding. We love math. All right. You can read the steps, but let's go ahead and just try an example out because that's the easiest way to do stuff. All right. Example 1. All right. We want to set up this example, and if you look at your steps, I'm going to be going through these steps, but not specifically saying the numbers one by one. All right. We want to make sure that our dividend, x to the third plus 3x squared minus 4x minus 12, is in descending degree order. So to the third power, to the second power, x to the first power, and no x's at the end. Same thing with our divisor, x plus 3. We want to put that in descending degree order. So x to the first power right here, and no x's. Once we do that, we are set up to divide. Now here's what we're going to do. We are going to look at the first thing in our divisor and the first thing in our dividend, okay? And we're going to divide. So x to the first power multiplied by what would give us x to the third, Kennedy?
Yeah.
I'm asking you a question.
That's true.
No, it's not a true false. You have to answer it. X times what would give us...
Squared.
There you go. X to the first times x squared will give us x to the third power. Once we have that up there at the top, we go ahead and multiply. We multiply that and that. Okay, so let's do the first one. X to the first times x squared is
X cubed.
x cubed. And then 3 times x squared is
3x squared.
3x squared. And that's a positive 3x squared, so that's why we put that plus. Now, we are, like normal, like our long division back at the first problem, we are going to subtract these things, okay? Yeah, there's parentheses around it, so we subtract both things, okay? So x to the third, okay, minus x to the third is what?
0.
0. They cancel each other out. Now, 3x squared minus 3x squared, what does that do?
0.
Correct.
Cancel out.
So we are left with nothing down here. We could put 0, but we're just not going to do it. So we go ahead and we bring these other things down now. So we got a negative 4x minus 12. Now, once again, we're going to go back to the beginning. We're going to repeat our steps. And we're going to look at x to the first thing in our divisor, and first thing in our dividend. And we're going to go ahead and see x to the first power times what would give us negative 4x.
Negative 4.
Correct.
Negative 4.
Correct. X to the first times negative 4 would give us negative 4x. So let's go ahead and do this again. So we are going to multiply both of these things. Oops, that shouldn't have went there. The 3 and the x. All right, here we go. X to the first times negative 4. Let's get rid of those lines because they're in our way. All right, x to the first times negative 4 is negative 4x. And then 3 times negative 4 is
Negative 12.
negative 12. Once again, we are subtracting these things, so it's in the parentheses. Okay, so let's move that down a little bit. All right, negative 4x minus negative 4x.
Negative 8.
No, because what happens when we have two negatives?
Do something.
They make a positive. So what we have is a negative 4x
Okay,
minus.
so 0.
Yeah,
It's 0, just 0.
the two negatives turn into a positive. So we have negative 4x plus 4x, which cancels out. Boom. Okay, so these cancel out. Negative 12 minus negative 12 would do what as well?
Cancel out.
Cancel out. We get two negatives make a positive. So we're left with nothing. Okay, we have no remainder. So our answer is simply up at the top, x squared minus 4. So if you did that with us, you have the correct answer. We're going to move pretty quick to our next example so we don't waste too much of your time, but feel free to skip around if we're just too slow or too entertaining for you guys. Don't laugh, Kennedy. This is a serious matter.
Alright.
Okay, here we go. Now this one, it's not set up correct. We got to put it in the right form. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to kind of rush through this. You guys seen the steps? You can watch the videos. All right, here we go. Now, let's put our divisor on the outside, x minus 2. Let's put our dividend on the inside, 3x cubed plus 4x squared. But wait, we don't have any x's.
Put a plus 0x.
That's right, we don't have any x's, so we're going to put a 0x. Okay, and then 10. Make sure that you have a column 3, 2, 1, and no x's. Make sure you've got all those columns. If you don't, you might mess up. Okay, don't risk it. All right, here we go. Same thing. Look at the beginning and look at the other beginning. X times what will give us 3x cubed?
3x squared.
3x squared. So let's put that at the top and go ahead and multiply. We know x times 3x squared gives us 3x cubed. And we know that negative 2 times 3x squared is what?
Negative 6x squared.
Negative 6x squared. And if you notice, as I make my work here, I line up the columns. All the x to the thirds line up, and all the x squareds line up. I think it's easier. Miss Murray doesn't, so if you have her, I don't know what to tell you here, okay, but do what you gotta do. Alright, we're gonna subtract these. 3x squared minus 3x squared.
0.
4x squared minus a negative 6x squared. What do those two negatives do again?
Make a positive.
So we get 4x squared plus 6x squared, which is 10.
10x squared.
There you go. Alright, now that we've done that, let's go ahead and bring everything else down. Even the zeros. We might need them. Who knows? Let's bring them. Okay? We are almost done here. Alright, same thing. Front and front. Okay? X times what will give us 10x squared?
10x.
10x. It's positive 10x that we're going to use. So, 10x times 10, or 10x times x, is 10x squared. Get out of here. What is that? Get out of here. Alright, we got it. We got rid of it. Alright. So we got x times 10x gave us 10x squared. And negative 2 times 10x is what?
Negative 20x.
Negative 20x. Let's subtract these things. Okay, put those parentheses around there. 10x squared minus 10x squared.
0.
0x minus negative 20x.
Positive 20x.
Positive 20x is correct.
Wow, I'm learning.
You are. And, well, it's the first time she's in Murray's class. Ha ha ha.
Oh my god.
Let's bring down the 10. All right. Now, last thing. Here we go. X times what would give us 20x?
20.
X times 20. So let's put that in there. All right. 20 times x, like we said. Let's scroll down just a little bit. There we go. So 20 times x was 20x. And negative 2 times 20 is?
Negative 40.
Good job. All right. Last time, let's go ahead and subtract these. 20x minus 20x.
Cancels out.
10 minus negative 40.
50.
50. All right. Now, well, if we look over here, x cannot get multiplied by anything to get 50. So 50 is the last thing. Yes, our remainder. So instead of writing r for remainder or anything, we put it just like we did in the beginning in our first example. We put our remainder, we put plus 50 over our divisor, which was x minus 2. Well, we got a little messy there, but we got the problem done. Your answer is 3x squared plus 10x plus 20 plus 50 divided by x minus 2. Okay? If you have any trouble, go back and look at these examples. I hope we've covered everything. If not, once again, feel free to ask us or your teachers, and you will understand and learn. Test is coming up in about a week or two, so make sure you study. We will see you next time. This is Mr. Town saying goodbye, and this is
Kenzie Bear.
saying goodbye.